Many years ago, in a fairy tale kingdom buried somewhere deep in an enchanted forest, was a beautiful fairy called Noor. She was beautiful, was tender-hearted, and was endowed with wonderful powers. Her wings were as white as diamonds, and everyone referred to her as to the Fairy of Light. But Noor had a weakness. She was not able to contain her anger. Whenever the little fairies were not obedient to her and committed errors, she would yell and even smash things about her using her magic. The forest animals adored her fairness, however, despised her temper. One day a little fairy happened to break off Noor to her golden crown in play. The anger of Noor was as fire, and she was but half whispering to get out her magic in fury when a wise old fairy came in sight. She put a hand on the hand of Noor and said, "As long as you do not manage your anger, you will lose your light. It is to be borne in mind that anger is the fire that burns the lamp of the heart." The ancient fairy gave to Noor a witch mirror and said, "Whenever you are angry, take a glance into this mirror. It will reveal you the effect of anger on your beauty." Noor kept the mirror with her. The following day, she again lost her temper when another fairy dipped the nectar on her dress. She peeped into the mirror, however, before responding. Surprisingly to her, her face was all red, her eyes mean, and her smile was gone. She resembled none of the shining Fairy of Light. Tears filled Noor's eyes. She knew that fury was taking away her real beauty and her lightness of heart. It was at this point that she had given herself a promise. She was not going to allow anger to manifest anywhere in her life any longer. Noor started to exercise patience thereon. When she felt herself growing to temper, she threw out her wings and flew high above the woods and gazed at the serene stars till her heart became so soothed. At times, she used to sit on the river and watch the running water dissolving her anger. Gradually but gradually, Noor changed. The change was noticed by the little fairies. Now Noor spoke in a kinder voice, not yelling anymore. Rather than propagating punishments, she mentored them in a lovely manner. Even her previous animals and fairies that she had previously frightened were to love her even more. The little fairy with whom she had broken her crown came to her one day with tears in her eyes. "I know I did something wrong," she remarked to herself. "However, now you did not get angry. You forgave me. You truly have a big heart." Noor smiled persistently and answered, "I have also learned that it is not in yelling or chastising. The real strength lies in the ability to manage anger and diffuse peace." Newly thereafter, Noor was no more simply referred to as the Fairy of Light. She was turned into the Queen of Patience. Her collectedness was like a lullaby in the spellbound forest, and her tale went around, and all learned that the best magic was to be able to manage anger. Moral of the story: anger bleaches your light and beauty. It is not about demonstrating rage that makes one strong, but rather about remaining composed. He not only becomes strong, but becomes magical, he who can control anger.